Good evening. So today for the subject BND 256603 Electropneumatic Technology Laboratory. I'm from program 2 BND session 2021 2022 section 1 and my lecture name is Puan Sumaya binti Mashuri. So table of contents. Number 1, we're talking about what is relay. Number 2, we're talking about types of relay and symbols. Number 3, basic operation for energized and de-energized state, and also how does relay work. Number 4, characteristic of relay, and the last, application of a relay. So first of all, the group members, myself, Sudi Abnish Pilihan Laki Murugis, matrix number CN 200126, then Muhammad Alif bin Ismail Rani, matrix CN 200027, and also Pavindan Analaki Kumara Raja, matrix number CN 200179. So first of all, what is relay? A relay is an electrical operated switch. It consists of a set of input terminals for a single or multiple control signals and set of operating contact terminals. The switch may have any number of contacts in multiple contact forms, such as make contacts, break contacts, or combination of both. So here we can see the example of a relay, how it looks. Next. Relays are used where it is necessary to control a circuit by an independent low power signal, or where several circuits must be controlled by one signal. Relays were first used in long distance telegraph circuit as signal repeaters. They refresh the signal coming in from one circuit by transmitting it on another circuit. Relays were used extensively in telephone exchanges and early computers to perform logical operation. Here below we can see Wheatstone relay, which were used in long distance telegraph. You can see here how it looks. Next, the traditional form of a relay uses an electromagnet to close or open the contacts, but other operating principles may have invented, such as in solid state relays, which use semiconductor properties for control without relying on moving parts. Relays with calibrated operating characteristics and sometimes multiple operating coils are used to protect electrical circuits from overload of faults. In modern electric power systems, these functions are performed by digital instruments still called protective relay. Here in the left side, we can see how a solid state relay looks. And here in the right side, we can see how a protective relay looks. Next, we will be talking about types of relay and symbols. First of all, we have single pole, single throw relay. Here we see how the diagram how a real life relay looks for a single pole, single throw relay, and also the symbol that will be used. Single pole, single throw relay, there are two types. One is normally open and another one is normally closed. So single pole, single throw normally open relay have a single contact or make contacts. These have two terminals which can be connected or disconnected, including two for the coil, such as relay have 4 terminals in total. For single pole, single throw normally closed relay have a single or break contact, as with an single pole, single throw normally open relay, such as relay has 4 terminals in total. Secondly, we'll be seeing single pole double throw relay. Here we can see how it looks, and here's the symbol. Single pole double throw relay have single set of form C, break before make or transfer contacts. This is a common terminal connects to either of two other, never connecting to both at the same time, including 2 for the coil. Such a relay has total of 5 terminals. Next, we will be seeing double pole single throw relay. Here is how it looks, and here is the symbol. For double pole single throw relays are equivalent to a pair of single pole single throw switches or relays actuated by a single coil, including 2 for the coil. Such a relay has total of 6 terminals. The poles may be form A or form B, or one of each. The designations, normally open or normally closed, should be used to resolve the ambiguity. Next, we'll be seeing double pole double throw relay. Here is how it looks in real life, and here is the symbol for it. For double pole double throw relays have 2 sets of contacts. These are equivalent to 2 single pole double throw switches or relays actuated by a single coil. Such a such a relay has 8 terminals, including the coil. Thank you. Next will be explained by my friend Muhammad Alif.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Alif, and I'm gonna explain the basic operation of the energized state and energized state of a relay. So, from here, this is the coil, this is the power supply, and this is the circuit. One circuit. Usually we call the primary circuit and the secondary circuit. The second circuit we connected from the armature to the contact here. Later on I will explain a little bit more. So when the switch is pressed, so okay, see again here, this circuit is completed. So the coil will magnetize and will produce a magnetic field, thus pulls the armature to the contact. So from here, when the armature touch the contact, it will complete the secondary circuit. Okay, this is the energized state. Okay, so next I will show. So from here, this is the primary circuit and this is the secondary circuit. So when the switch is pressed, the battery will supply a voltage ampere to the relay. This is the symbol for the coil, then this is the relay, and this is the secondary circuit. Okay, when there is a supply voltage to the coil, it will magnetize and thus pulls the armature here from here to the contact. When armature is pulled to the contact, the secondary circuit will complete. So that is the basic operation of a relay and how it works. Thank you.
Hello, madam. I'm Pavandan Kumar Raja, matrix number CN200-179. So, I'll be continuing with the characteristics of electrical relay and its applications. So, there are 4 characteristics for the electrical relay. One of it is a rated power. So, let's explain a bit about what is rated power. The maximum power that a relay can handle is known as the rated power. For instance, a normal operating voltage of a relay is 60 watt. Then the rated power for the relay is less than 60 watt. The power consumption of the coil is called the power rating of the coil, and it should not be more than the rated power. So it should not exceed 60 watt. The power of the relays is expressed in milliamperes and ampere ratings. So the next characteristics would be switching capacity. The maximum value of the current which the contacts of the relay can withstand is called the switching capacity. The switching capacity can also be defined as the capacity at which the switching operation is performed by a relay. The switching capacity is defined for the loads with its resistive nature which are connected to the contacts of the relay. So, in a short manner, the current produced, the current flows through the contacts of the relay. It depends on how much resistance it has, and many more factors. So that defines the switching capacity of the relays. Different relays have different switching capacities. So next up, rated coil voltage. The voltage at which the relay is made operational is called the rated coil voltage. The input voltage to the relay is also known as the rated coil voltage. So the voltage that is that is load that is given to the relay is called the rated coil voltage. With the voltage which starts the operation of the relay. Rated coil voltage is set up by the manufacturers, and the different relays have different rated coil voltage. The coil of the relay is sensitive. So when the voltage exceeds its limit, the coil can be damaged due to high voltage. Next, set voltage. The minimum voltage at which the switching operation is performed where the relay is also known as set voltage or operating voltage. The set voltage or the operating voltage of the relay is always less than the ideal coil voltage. The voltage for the set voltage is defined by the manufacturer. So the minimum voltage that is given to the relay must be always less than the ideal voltage, coil voltage. So that is the set voltage. The voltage that is given to the relay, which is less than the ideal voltage. So next up, let's move on to applications. The applications of relay are limitless. Its main function is to control the high voltage circuit, 230 watt circuit AC, alternating current with the low voltage power supply, direct current voltage. Relays are not only used in large electrical circuits, but also used in computer circuits in order to perform arithmetic and mathematical operation in it. So it also used in computer circuits, microprocessor circuits, and so on. Other than that, it is also used to control electric motor switches. To turn on an electric motor, we need 230 watt AC supply. But in few cases or application, there may be situations to switch on the motor with the DC voltage. This is where relay comes to place. When the power supply is DC supply, then relays can be used to switch it to DC supply. Moreover, automatic stabilizers are also one of the applications where relays are used. When the supply voltage is other than the rated voltage, set of relays sends the voltage variation and controls the load of circuit with the help of circuit breakers. It is also used for circuit selection. In case there is more than one circuit in the system, relays can be used to switch the circuit according to the needs. Let's say there's two circuits, and when one circuit is running and there's a sensor that senses that it needs to be changed to another circuit, so relays can be used in the middle to switch the contact. The relay will switch the contact, and the other circuit will be activated. So we've seen how relays are used in industrial standpoint and engineering standpoint. Let's see how relays can be used in normal, like in things that we use daily. So first of all, it's televisions. An oval picture tube television is in internal circuitry work with the DC voltage, but the picture tube needs a very high AC voltage in order to turn on the picture tube. With the DC supply, we can use relay. So how it is how the relay functions here is to switch AC supply to DC supply. So that's a example of relays being used in television circuit boards. So relays are also used in traffic signals. So there can be individual manually operating every traffic signals, right? So relays can be used also to switch the signals according to time set using relay. Then temperature controllers also can also use relays. So relays has been and very important and useful component in the world of engineering. And so in the research of the relays, we have learned a lot about relay, and we appreciate the contribution that the relays are given to the engineering community. And we hope relays is always innovated in order to increase its efficiency. Thank you.